Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to do the deck profile, and this is going to be on the Six Samurai. A little bit of backstory: this was the first or second deck that I ever had constructed. It was either this or Blue Eyes. I was the first. I can't exactly remember which one. And I always liked how the old Six Samurai played. You know, you get out Kagaki, you special summon a level 4 from your hand. I don't exactly remember what the first wave was, but you had like Cayman, I think, which destroyed a spell trap, or you had the one that allowed you to attack twice, which is kind of cool. Kizan was also part of the original one, as well as Grandmaster and Shogun, I'm pretty sure. There's one that also just like destroys a card from what I remember. I don't really know which one that is. But this was the first or second deck I ever made, and I was really excited on how it played. I liked it a lot. I really liked getting the Xyz monster out, which makes a monster 2000 base attack, and you put that on Kagaki, you have a 3700 attack point monster, which can attack over a whole bunch of things. That's one of the combos I did back in the day when I was dueling my brother, and at that point he was playing Gishki, I think. I believe it was I was playing Six Samurai, he was playing Gishki or something, one of those. And I was just really, really excited to play, and I liked how this deck plays. The new support, I still like it. I do like that you end on a board of full of Six Samurai monsters. It's not like, you know, this is just a normal synchro deck where you go into a whole bunch of different monsters. Of course, we do play the staples. We play Barone, we play Appaloosa, we play Saryuja. That is just due to the fact that you can get out a whole bunch of material pretty easily. So what we're gonna do is normal deck profile. Go through and just explain everything. One funny thing in this deck is that your one card starter is not a Six Samurai. It is going to be Speedroid Terratop, which, if you don't know what this does, if you don't control any monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then when this card is normal or special summoned, you can search Takatombori. And what this does is it gives you 2 level 3s to go into Invoker. What Invoker does is you can detach a material and special summon a level 4 Beast Warrior or Warrior monster from your deck in defense position, and I mean, it's destroyed at the end during the end phase, but it's never going to get to that. And its effects aren't negated. So what you're going to do is use these two, go into Invoker. Invoker gets you Kizaru. Kizaru will search out most likely level 3 or level 2, depending on which one you need. And just, you know, extend from there. You can also make the Battle Shogun of the Six Samurai with Kizaru and Invoker, since this requires 2 warrior monsters and Invoker is a warrior monster. So you special summon Kizaru, get level 3 or level 2, go into Battle Shogun. Shogun can discard a card to get Gateway, special summon out the level 2 or level 3, and then you pretty much just have your plays from there. Now, of course, Gateway is a really good card. It was limited for a long time. I don't know why they unlimited it, because now you can just loop for days. But what its effect is, each time a Six Samurai monster is normal or special summon, place 2 Bushido counters on this card. You can remove Bushido counters from your field to activate these effects. So it can be on the cards that can hold Bushido counters are Dojo, United, Battle Shogun, and itself. And what its effects are is you can remove 2 to increase a Six Samurai Shien monster by 500. You can remove 4 to add a level 4, or to add a Six Samurai monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And finally, 6, you can special summon 1 Shien monster from your graveyard. This just gets everything looping. Of course, you want to run this at 3, because if you start with it, you're good to go as long as you have 2 Six Samurai monsters in your hand or a way to get to 2. All right, we can go ahead and go through the hand trap lineup. We have 1 effect failure, 2 max C, 3 ash blossom, and a ghost ogre. Now, effect failure, you can toss that out. You don't really need it. I just like to have it as another form of interaction. But ghost ogre, it's also just a level 3 tuner, so you can go into your other stuff if you have a level 3 on the field that you somehow did not, special summon or normal summon it, so you can normal summon this and get to it. Though it's also really good for just popping stuff like Ryzeo that activate and just detach as effect, not cost. You can destroy Duo Drive. That's the one I'm thinking of right now, and they won't be able to get the search as long as that's all they have on the field. And 3 Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom is always pretty good, especially since Maxi and the Fuwas are allowed, or around. Not Fuwas, Mulch Armies are around. So that's the hand trap lineup. You also have like 2 imperm. That's the hand traps. So let's get into the actual monsters. This one is Secret Six Samurai Fuma. All the secret Six Samurai monsters have a line of text where if exactly one Six Samurai monster you control would be destroyed by card effect, and you banish this card from your graveyard instead. So it gives you some protection that way. And then what this one does is if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Six Samurai monster from your deck. The second one you're running at 3 is a level 2 tactical trainer of the Six Samurai. If you control a Six Samurai monster other than itself, you can special summon this card from the hand. And then when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a 6 strike card from your deck or graveyard to your hand, which is actually pretty good. And then a Six Samurai monster that was synchro summoned using this card gains this effect. Monsters your opponent controls loses 500 attack. That much doesn't really matter. The level 3 has a better effect. It allows them to reduce the levels of your opponent's monsters by 1. That's definitely very helpful, especially with like Xyz or Synchro type matchups. But this one, getting out the 6 strike card is actually really important. I'm running 2 Gagaki. I don't want to start with this because it needs another card in your hand to actually do anything with, and I've started several times because I'm very unlucky with just 1 Six Samurai monster in the hand and can't do anything with it. Funnily enough, if I am searching it, most of the time it's going to be with Isolde, so it's going to be a next turn thing. But if I do start with it, it allows me to at least have the ability to go into like Battle Shogun if I need to, or all the other stuff. And its secondary effect doesn't really matter, is if you control another Six Samurai monster with a different name, you can this card gains 1500 attack, but that's never going to come up. Already explained why these speedroids are in here. The next Six Samurai is Secret Six Samurai Hatsume. You can banish 2 Six Samurai monsters from your graveyard or face up from your field. Target 1 Six Samurai monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If this is the same one. If a monster would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card instead. The level 3 is Anarchist Monk of the Six Samurai. Again, this can just special summon itself without activating it as a chain, so they can't chain max C to it. And then if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a Six Samurai's Quick Play spell from your deck to your hand. This is going to be asceticism of the Six Samurai, which just allows you to target Six Samurai, special summon another one with a different name with the same attack, and then destroy it during the end phase. This is just a way to get out some free material. I'm only running 2 legendary Six Samurai keys on. I don't really need 3. This basically has no effect other than special summon itself. That is the only thing you're going to be doing with it. Kizaru, it's only there for the invoked engine. Not the invoked engine, the invoker engine. Grandmaster, you can just special summon this over and over again, and then its secondary effects. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can target a Six Samurai in your graveyard and add it to your hand, so got some recursion there. The Great Shogun Shien, this card is pretty good. It's really, really diabolical. It basically makes it so your opponent can only activate 1 spell trap per turn. If they don't have any mass removal or forbidden droplet or imperm, then your opponent can only activate one spell trap, and spell traps are pretty important nowadays. 2 Shein Smoke Signal allows you to get a level 3 or lower 6 Samurai monster. You can search a level 3 tuner, level 2 tuner, Hatsume if you need to, or Kagaki if you already have the other ones. Then I'm running 2 equipped spells. These actually do something, but they also, you can send them off for the Isolde's effect. Living Fossil allows you to target a level 4 or lower in your graveyard, special summon it, but when this card leaves the field, banish the card. This card does is Flirt de Fleur, I guess that's what it's called. Activate this by targeting a level 2 or lower monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. Also, equip it with this card. I'm running 1/6 Samurai United. This is a Pot of Greed, basically. I'm only running 1. You can run this at multiple copies, or you can just run this at 1. I'm only running it at 1 because I only want it at 1. 3 Gateway of the 6. This one I feel like is probably pretty necessary at 3. If you start with multiple of these in your hand, every single summon will just pay for itself. So if you get 2 of these on the field, you normal summon something, you get 4 counters, which can then just search for another 6 Samurai, special summon that, get 4 counters, and just keep on looping it back and back, back to back, and yeah. It's a pretty good card, surprisingly enough. Shiin's Dojo. Each time a 6 Samurai monster is normal or special summon, place 1 Bushido counter on this card. You can send this card to the graveyard, special summon 1 6 Samurai or Shiin effect monster from your main deck, whose level is less than or equal to the number of Bushido counters on this card. You're mostly gonna be getting this like Shiin or Great Shogun Shiin. If you're not, Hatsume is also a pretty good one, just a free special summon. But there's not a whole lot of ways to actually search for Great Shogun Shiin, so this is definitely the best way. I already talked about asceticism and running Called By, because Called By is good in this. 6 Strike Double Assault. This can act as a Book of Moon for something that's less than 2,000 attack, or it can also act as a Monster Reborn of a monster that's 2,000 less attack from your graveyard onto the field. Or it can activate both if you control 2 or more 6 Samurai monsters at the time of activation. And then during your main phase, you can banish this card, target 1 6 Samurai monster in your graveyard, and add it to your hand. You can only use one of these effects only once per that turn, so you can't use both at the same time. Then, again, 2 imperm, I already explained that. The extra deck is 1 Rihan, and I've never summoned this thing, but it does have a pretty good effect. Once returned, you can banish 1 6 Samurai card from your hand or face-up field, and target 1 card on the field and banish it. If a 6 Samurai monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. This would work for Dark Hole and Reigeki because you would not be, or the monster you are replacing destruction with the banishment would not be being destroyed, so it would still work. So this would work with the mass board wipes, and if you have Shiin on the field, it wouldn't be protected since it's not a 6 Samurai card, unfortunately. But it protects all of your synchros, which is kind of cool. Then running 1 of the Spell Trap Negate. This is Legendary 6 Samurai Shiin. Once returned, when your opponent activates the Spell Trap, you can negate the activation and destroy it. This is not Spell Trap or effect. So don't wait for, like, if they use a continuous Spell Trap, don't wait for them to activate the actual effect. You have to get rid of it right then. Then, if this card be destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can destroy another 6 Samurai monster you control instead. Again, mass board wise wouldn't work for this, but this also is on the other Shiin. Legendary Lord 6 Samurai Shiin. If this card is synchro summon, you can add 1 6 Samurai monster, 1 Shiin effect monster from your deck to your hand. This is the other way to search the Shogun. And then once returned, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. This is a non-hard once per turn, so it's a soft once per turn monster negate. And then it's just a searcher as well. Again, it has that clause where if it be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can, next, you have Legendary Lord 6 Samurai Enichi. warrior monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense during the battle phase only. If this card is synchro summoned, you can banish any number of 6 samurai monsters from your graveyard, then target that many monsters your opponent controls, return those to the hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one of your banished 6 samurai monsters, so you can banish for effect. And then when this goes to the graveyard, you can bring one of those banished monsters back. Legendary 6 samurai keys on. 6 samurai monsters your opponent controls gain 600 attack and defense during the battle phase only. And then on a quick effect during your opponent's turn, you can banish 1/6 strike card from your graveyard and target one card on the field and destroy it. If you control 2 or more 6 samurai monsters, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. That's always going to be live. This is just another interruption if you had used your double assault during your last turn, which you most likely would have. Then running Barone. Barone's pretty easy to go into. If you have Shin and a level 3, you can just go into it there. With level 5 Hatsume and the level 1 Fuma, we'll also go into it. Or no, the tactical trainer with Hatsume plus this will go into it. So it is pretty easy to get out, and I'll put a picture of what the inboard can look like because it's crazy. It's ridiculous. I'll put it here if I remember to, and yeah, it's pretty good. Next, Invoker. I already talked about that. Starliege, Photon, Blast Dragon. A lot of the times you end up with a lot of Bushido counters. You can special summon 2 Keyzons, go into Starliege, and all of your monsters are protected from targeting or spell trap effects or destruction. And yeah, so you can get out a full board of negates and this floodgate, and they can't be destroyed by card effects or targeted by card effects. Then Isolde just allows you to search a warrior monster and then special summon one. Battle Shogun. When this card is link summoned, you can discard a card, add 1 card from your deck to your hand that places Bushido counters or that can have Bushido counters on it. And then each time a 6 samurai monster is normal special summoned to a zone this card points to, you can place 1 Bushido counter on this card. This card gains 100 attack for each Bushido counter on your field. SP is pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty good, and you can always wind up with a bunch of like extra monsters. So, that's pretty good. Saryuja, you get a lot of link material. You can easily get to a link 4. If not, you can get like a 3 map Saryuja. Search another 6 samurai from the deck, and then special summon it with Saryuja. Special summon Keyzon or Grandmaster, and then just synchro off again from there. And then Appaloosa is just really good. It allows you to get some monster negates. And yeah, that's it. That's the deck. I'll go through and show you some combos with this. And again, I'm going to show you one of the inboards you can make along with a duel. Again, when you can get this going, it's like one-sided, so it's not going to be that great of a duel, but it's just going to be showing off exactly what it can do. Okay, this is like the perfect hand, except for this is in my hand. Anyway, what you're going to do is special summon, activate this, go for Invoker. Invoker will go ahead and search for I forget his name. The other level 4, this guy. And when this guy is special summoned, you can search for another monster, which is going to be the level 3. We already have a level 2 in hand. And then from there, we can special summon this guy. Special summon this guy. That was actually really stupid. I shouldn't have done that yet. I got a little bit overexcited, but it's okay. We'll do this. We'll go ahead and just discard the Max C, but probably not the best thing to do right there. It's fine. It's okay. We're going to go ahead and discard the Max C and get Gateway. Now, we'll go ahead and activate Gateway. I've done that a couple times. Special summon this. That gets 2 counters. Then we'll go ahead and activate this. Go into the legendary Lord Shien. Shien will search for something. Then the level 2 will search for something, and this is also making that all of their monsters are decreased by 500. That's very, very important. All right, for here, we can go ahead and just search for the Shogun because we don't really need it. Or we don't need the other one. We haven't used our normal summon yet, so we can go ahead and just search for any of them, but we can just get Hatsume here. Again, it doesn't really matter at this point, but it's fine. We can go ahead and do this. Special summon this. And since this is a warrior, we can go ahead and use those two to go into Isolde. Now, Isolde can go ahead and get out Kagaki. Normally, I would like to normal summon it here, but we won't be able to right now. We'll go ahead and activate this. Send to special summon out Tactical Trainer. Then we'll normal summon Hatsume, and then we can go into this by banishing those two. So we'll go ahead and banish Battle Shogun and Kizan, and special summon out the level 4. Then from here, we can go ahead and get out Barone using that, and that. This will get Asceticism. Asceticism will get the level 1. Then we can go ahead and activate all of these. We'll get the level 5 first. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get out Kizan, and then Kizan is going to get the other level 6. The one that allows us to bring a monster back that's in the banishment. So we're going to go ahead and do these two. And then from here, we can go ahead and activate this one more time. You get this. Special. And then right here, we can go into Saryuja by using this, and this. I can't special summon, or I can't search, but I can special summon from the hand. So we're gonna go ahead and search for the level 1. Or actually, you know what we can do is we can do this. Let's search for Kizan. Special summon that. Then we will go into Battle Shogun. Then we search for Kizan one more time. And yeah, that means we did just make that, but this deck is very complicated. All right, now the way this is going to work out is we will have Star Liege, we'll have the other one as well. So we're gonna go ahead and special summon out Kizan one more time. We'll have to use our Book of Moon card, but that's okay. It's not usually used for that anyways. Then we'll go into Star Liege. So all of these monsters are protected except for itself. And then we'll use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go into Shogun. So what this is an Omni negate, 3 monster negates, 4 monster negates, 5 monster negates, targeting and destruction protection, and they can only use 1 spell trap per turn. So this is a pretty good end board. It's not the best, but it does lock down pretty good. Again, unless they have specifically like a board wipe or a forbidden droplet or imperm, this isn't much. There isn't much they can do, and they have to get rid of the Star Liege first before they can actually do anything anyway. So after they imperm, they can't do anything with spells or traps afterwards. Yeah, that is the deck. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.